Alright, good afternoon. This is my script presentation for my idea. It's called Wasted. I'm Usman. Right, summary of my story. It's about a 19-year-old lad who's been given the keys to the pub to lock up. He's going to be running the shift for the family-owned pub. He works with his two friends, Joey and Chewy, Jason and Chewy. And he's planning on, when they close up at 12 o'clock, to have a locking party for a few close friends. So when it comes to midnight and it's closing up, he unplugs the CCTV just in case his dad does see him with his friends. In the past, he has been known to been disloyal towards his dad, so he's trying to earn his trust off him again. At the beginning of the party, his sister wants to join in with it. He ends up having an argument with her and telling her to just go away, and sends her to her room for the night. She's a lot younger than him, about 3 years younger. So during the night, the gang think that there's an intruder in the pub, but it's really his sister playing pranks on him. So as you expect, the pub's going to end up a mess, and they quickly end up cleaning up before his dad gets back. But as his dad gets back from his night out, he goes up to the bandit machines just messing on him, and then he realises that there's no money paying out of it. So because Kevin's unplugged the CCTV early on in the night, he can't prove his innocence. So this has caused his dad to blame him and sack him, and left him disappointed. And then after a bit of searching, Kevin finds out that it's his sister who is the one who took the money. And just before she's about to admit to her dad, Kevin takes the blame. The characters in my story are Kevin is the main protagonist in the story. He's always let down his dad in the past, and he's just trying to earn his trust back again. But he thinks he can outsmart him at the same time, whereas he's unplugging the camera, thinking that his dad won't realise. There's also Jason, his best friend. In this, he plays his conscience. He tells him the right from wrong throughout the story. There's also Chewy. He's not the brightest one out of the lot. He's always at the end of every joke and the last to know everything in the story. He's just the comical character. Then you've got Stacey, his little sister. She thinks that she should be treated with the same responsibility as Kevin. Get to hang around with his friends, enjoy the party, but she's way too young to be hanging around with his friends, and he always feels like she's flirting with his friends, so it gets him mad. Then there's his dad. He's a single dad, just takes care of the pub. He puts a lot of pressure on Kevin to keep the pub running because he's expecting Kevin to start running the pub when he retires. And then also there's the friends who were invited to the party. They're not playing any strong roles within the screenplay, but they will add a few comments to keep the dialogue running throughout it. The theme of it is good versus evil. The audience at the end is left thinking that Kevin is framed for the theft, and in the end his sister realises that it's morally wrong, and she confesses, but just as she's about to, Kevin takes the blame and shows the dad his money. Throughout it, his sister will be playing pranks on him to make him think that there's an intruder, but that's to get revenge. In the beginning though, when she comes to the party and he tells her to go away, that is how we'll be creating tension between the two characters, giving her the motive to do all this to him throughout the night. The inspiration and building of the idea is based on a true story what has been tweaked. It is a story about a guy who stole money from the pub that I work at, but the cameras were really bad, so they couldn't really tell that he did it. So it was just tweaking that story to fit something what's more relatable to the audience and would make them more interested. From working in a pub and being around the environment, I'm then able to see what it's like for writing my script and know first hand with research what the situation will be like. The genre I would like to do it in is also a comedy. Two shows what I've looked at, what I'd like the style of filming and how I would like my film to be shot. Two things is one, The Office. I like the style of it being shot mockumentary style, and it also gives that a comical feel to it. And then also BBC Three's Him and Hers. I like how that's shot because it's one location, one scene, so it's very feasible to do. Idea. The location. I was thinking I could contact owners of a few unlisted pubs in the area because many what aren't open for business, and that'll be a perfect location to shoot this. It's got everything I need. It's got the basement for my opening scene, the pool room where the majority of it will take place, and upstairs and obviously the bar. I think that'll be very possible. Budget and how I'll raise the funds. I was thinking to do a pilot episode, get me and a few friends to film it, and once I film that pilot episode, I'll put the money what I have into that, and I'll then send it off to places like E4, like Channel 5, see if BBC Three, if any of those will help put it out, and also I'll start up a GoFundMe, and hopefully then people may want to see it on TV. Any questions?
Apart from comedy, is there any more genres you think would fit into your story?
I know it could be a bit of a drama, I think.
Because obviously you talked about like building tension and stuff, and the
Yeah.
good versus evil.
Yeah,
Do you reckon that'll go into drama?
well, I think it could be like a drama slash comedy because obviously you want to create situations and create tension and moods and stuff, but then I also want the audience to be able to have a laugh at it too and see the comical side of it. Yeah.
What research have you done?
So research I've done. Well, I looked into other shows like Royal Family and Him and Her, and like I was looking at the way that was shot and how each episode is like it's different scenario in each one, just how that was, and then also I was. Oh, you stumped me here. Any other questions?
So is it, so say if you say you want to do like a series of it, so would the story pan out, is it all going to be in the pub? Like, is that going to be the main location?
Yeah, that is the idea. If it was to pan out to be a series, then yeah, it will be shot all within the pub. It will just be like each night, a different situation, different episode, and yeah, I think it could bring in a nice audience, and people will get to know the characters, and it'll build up.
What's your target audience?
Yeah, target audience is people like in the working class, just like so they can relate to the people who will be on there, because there'll be everyday people who go to the pub on screen. So like some people will be able to relate to like the situations they're in, like so money issues, money going missing. Anything else?
I went for him to ask a question. He's just been sat there all day.
What's the duration? How long do you reckon it would last?
Oh well, I was planning on each episode to be about 10 minutes. Also, if I weren't able to get it on like Channel 4, E4, like I mentioned before, I was planning on then going towards doing web shows.
Yeah.
And then doing a series is like that, building up my own audience, and then from that can also be spotted by producers, people who want to see it on TV again.
What problems have you found, like, come across while you've been doing all of your research for script, blah blah? Like, have you come across any problems?
As in,
Challenges?
Yeah.
the only challenges is just creating I don't want to create a cliche what can go missing in a pub, like, because it'd be beer, money. It was just it was hard coming up with that. So I thought going with the bandit machine is somewhat what is a little bit more subtle, but it was like how the dad stumbles across all the money's missing is coming from his night out. He's just thought, oh, I'll have a go on the bandit machine, and then he's realised there's no money coming out when he hits the jackpot. So that was a bit of a challenge, and also to create a conflict between the two characters to give the sister reason to get her revenge on her brother. So I had to create that situation. So I had to make the sister. Originally, she was 12 years old, but then if I wanted it to be her brother's mad at her because she's flirting with his friends, I had to make the sister a little older because it'd be a bit wrong if it's like a 12-year-old flirting with these 19-year-old guys.
How are you supposed to make the audience believe that someone's robbed money from the bandit, like when they'd have to basically open it to actually get the money?
Because it's the family-run pub. Obviously, they have like a set of keys, and they'll probably know which keys are for what. So obviously the sister's like snuck down or something. She's upstairs with, like, she can see the cameras, so she would have seen them when he turns off the camera. His sister's upstairs and she sees it, so she knows he's up to no good. So she's thinking, right, I can get my own back. She knows that no one's going to be watching the camera, seeing her taking anything. Yes, Gerwich, your question.